Ok, quindi deve essere partita e partita.
On good number one, Latvia won the first set 25-23 in Hungary. Second numero uno dalle zone di Brooklyn, la 23
Sorry, English. You have to commentate. Yeah, whenever ready. Whenever you guys are ready.
Okay, just
Thank you.
Well, good morning and welcome to the European Sitting Volleyball Championships here in Caorle, Northern Italy for 2023, which is an exciting day coming our way today as we look to finalise the last 8 in the knockout stages tomorrow. It's been an enthralling first few days as here on court number 1 we have Hungary versus Croatia, who both still have a chance of going through to the last 8 with 2 matches being played today. It'll be interesting to see if Hungary can keep up their rich vein of form, currently with 1 win and 1 loss so far in the competition. A win against Turkey earlier on this week. Croatia still looking for that elusive first win, but so far so good for Hungary. But Croatia, after a slow start, have started to find their way back. No surprises in either lineup so far, as the dig from Kovac in the backcourt is very, very good. Stanko just continues play towards position 1, and that was already quite an important side out for the Hungarians. Well, for Hungary, their best performance in a Para-Euro volley was a 6th place finish in 2017. Croatia, their best finish in a European Championships was a 7th place in 2019 in Budapest. As that pulls over to position 1. Great start from both sides, trying to slide a volley down the line, but just missing out this time. Juba, famous volleyballing name, Andrzej Juba, playing on the outside, the number 7. Well, good service pressure once again. It was Hungary who took a 4 point lead off the bat, 4 points to 0. Calling for a very early timeout from their opposition from Croatia, led by Vladimir Jolic. Had to call that early timeout after just 4 points of this opening set. Service incoming straight towards position 6, and it's huge blocking on the outside for Croatia. Good firm hands from Djokovic playing in position 2. Starters of Vlaka Spolaric, Andrea Giba, who we just spoke about, Maja Gedmajakovic, Lana Rosic, Franka Rimac, and Sanja Soldu make up the starting 6 in the Croatian side. Where for Hungary, well, Estabada, Adrian Kovac, Nicoleta Molina, Barbara Nibrahai, Eva Shibos, Eva Stanko make up the first 6, with Heinaka Horak and Ayabet Silagahi on the bench. Again, service pressure proving to be a force to be reckoned with from both sides, as Hungary men are competing on the court just adjacent to us at the moment. They needed a straight sets victory really to have a chance of making the quarterfinals, but they've lost the opening set early on this morning on the outside courts. Malbala misplaces the pass wide of the antenna for a Hungarian side that lost the opening game to Germany 3-0 before beating Turkey 3-1 yesterday. What was a fine performance here in Caorle. At the same time, slightly tougher start for Croatia. 3-0 loss to Germany, a 3-0 loss to Italy. They'll be looking to take their first set here, but they find themselves 2 down. Shot past the target at position 5. Quick play, tip past the block. It's a wonderful bit of work. Rosic just changing direction of the ball very late towards the sideline and just going past the outside hand of Molina. You can see that head coach slightly animated over there from Croatia. Service straight down the line again, trying to make it very difficult for Hungary here with their service pattern straight down the line. Puts a lot of pressure on Shipos to change direction of that ball and get the ball over to position 2. She did a fine job of it. Therefore, Hungary stayed in system. Therefore, they scored. Molina. Quick back set, play to the line. Over the top is a softer shot. This time on the outside from Shipos. But stays high, stays quite creative. And in turn, just does enough to ruffle the feathers of the Croatian side. They lead by 3 in this opening set. Good passing, overhand. But unfortunately, leaving the floor there, I think. Giba. Warner again, serving from the centre, the left-hander towards position 1 this time. And much to the delight of the coaching staff, it's a high, fast serve. Very, very difficult for Rimac to stay behind the ball and keep stability. And she's beaten for speed. And it's Hungary looking for their second win of the competition, but go into the timeout 5 points to the lead. Italy have got off to the perfect starts here at home with 3 wins from 3 matches so far. Impressive performance against Germany was the last game here last evening. Germany in second place in Group A with 2 wins so far. Just that one loss to the Italians. Hungary in third, Turkey in fourth, and Croatia currently sitting at the bottom of the table. But in Group B, Slovenia 3 from 3, Ukraine 2 wins from 3 matches. Great Britain with their win against France yesterday, and Poland alongside France yet to win a match so far. But lots of action so far on the turn, and gets the block out. Fantastic work from Adrian Kovac. Again, just changes direction late with the tip and goes off the outside hand of the Croatian block. Stanko with the pass in. As Kovac again to the outside. Faster play this time from Croatia. The defense from Molnar is exemplary. The cover to back that up. And in turn, they have another decision due to Croatia leaving the floor. And they're 5 away from taking the opener here. Some excellent work from Molnar, just reading the game at position 6, shifting one way and then the other. With a service run to back it up as well. Molnar's on a fine run of form here, serving through position 6 and position 1. The passing unit of Croatia struggling for answers at the moment. And there's a lift called against Barrett after Juba's block of the serve. Well, if they can't quite pass that first ball, at least the blocking hands of Juba gets in the way, but it finishes a very, very good run of serves from Molnar. They won't go deep. Oh, right towards the commentary position here on the back of the court, but Croatia looking for service pressure. In turn, that means the risk goes up and a few errors might just creep in. Nieberhey. You have to say that Hungary have served incredibly well here early doors. Double touch this time called by the looks of things. Nieberhey here serving once again. Big serve, 5-5. It's another ace for Hungary. And in turn, they're one away now from taking the opener. Nieberhey. It's another powerful serve. Hungary take the opener. 25-14. Service pressure abundance does the job. And they'll be absolutely delighted with the opening set performance. Croatia, without a win so far, have a lot of work to do to deal with this Hungarian service pressure. So we have games coming thick and fast all day on multiple courts here in Italy. Caorle providing to be the perfect host for this European Championships, but "12 matches overall in this ferocious day of competitive sport. If you are new to sitting volleyball, you're in for an absolute treat. The speed of the game, the athleticism and the power in all areas means that you cannot take your eyes off this sport and you cannot miss a beat. The performances so far from the likes of Slovenia, Italy, We also expect big things from the Ukraine in this competition, who are up against Great Britain a little bit later on today here. Some final words from the coaches before our second set gets underway. A much younger side here, Croatia, but they certainly have enough physicality in their team to put a little bit more pressure than we saw in the first set on the Hungarians. So it looks like exactly the same team. A rematch starting. Rosic is starting as well. Trubiakovic starting in position 3. Giba on the outside. Soldu at position 5. So this is exactly the same team that started the opening set for Croatia and Vladimir Jolic. Doesn't look like there's any changes either for Hungary. As if there are, we'll work our hardest. It looks like there might be one. Eyubet Silagi has come on in, but the story is exactly the same early doors here. Hungary serving absolutely incredibly, ripping it from the back line, but the block from the match is there. And Croatia off the board by blocking the serve. Good strong outside hands from Rimac. And now the number 13 has her first chance to serve here in set 2. The short serve's golden. Well, welcome to the game. Silagi under pressure from Rimac straight off the bat. Will she go there again? No, she goes deep towards position 1. Doing well to squad the players. Very good from Hungary, but the execution just long. Didn't look like Stanko was too pleased with that decision. Arm was smooth, arm was fast and high as well, but again, position 1, making it difficult to get the ball to Stanko. This time looking for high hands and taking the point. Second time of asking. First time went for that cross line, cross body. Second time stays high off the hands and takes the point. Kovac with an ace. And the way that Hungary have served, they sent a message to the opposition from the baseline. Everyone Kovac puts another one in, but side out through the middle. Much better first contact from Croatia, and from there they can build their offense, have all their options open, and they can get their physical attackers into the game. Back on one, and that's unfortunate. Drobnikovic with a good serve across the position 1, but again, having to then get in and play defense is quite a tough job. So that ball back on 1 towards that right back position 1 part of the court is a good one. Underarm serve this time. Great setting wide towards Giba. Can't put the ball away. But coming off the floor again, not too delighted here, the Hungarians, with that decision. But the set from left to right was wide, it was high, and it allowed Giba just to stay high and crush the ball into the angle. Giba the serve. It's a good serve as well, but the underarm pass is keeping the ball alive. Giba's right in the thick of everything here as she steps into position 6. Very nice. Second ball attack from Stanko on the right. They're just speeding up the offense. Going to their main weapon. And she's doing the rest. 5-5, much closer. In the opening stages of the second. But again, the amount of points Hungary is scoring from the baseline makes them a real threat here. Stanko again, there's this big seam in between 6 and 5 that she's targeting between Rimac, and it's working again. You feel that Croatia are quite wide in their pass at the moment, and there's a couple of very big gaps at times where Hungary choose to pass with 4, and once again the first pass goes astray. Stanko serving, pulling Hungary away in the second like we saw in the opener. This time to the middle seam, just mixing up the seams. Was there a touch off the block? Both line judges' hands up in the air. Timeout. 4-point swing for Hungary. Croatia all of a sudden have it all to do with their service reception once again. Well, on court 1, Latvia looking likely to go 2-0 up against Hungary. As France and Poland are next up. Starting on court 2, looking for their first victory. Remember, you can have live commentary of all 3 courts on paravolley.eu Caorle 2023. Constantine doing a fabulous job of keeping the world updated with everything that's happening here from the European Championships. Service from Stanko once again. And it's smart serving this from Stanko to hit one seam to the left of Rimac, then serve to the right of Rimac as well. Juba's not really being served here, but Rimac gets across into the seam again. Oh, huge block. But a great retrieval. The spirit of Croatia is certainly there, but Molyneux yet again providing quality in the blocking phase of the game and also on the backcourt as well. 7-point run. And from 5-5, Hungary have really pulled away here. Rematch. Perfect pass this time. You expect Croatia to score. As soon as that first ball is in, they can start to run the offense. Rosic with the tip towards the sideline. Wonderful bit of work from Rosic. Shipos couldn't quite stay high on the ball with the outside arm to keep the ball in play by blocking it off. Ace this time from Soldu. That's one back from Croatia. Blocking this time. 3 in a row. Velgotic off the bench and starting to make some plays in that middle position. Does a good job of getting across and getting 2 blockers on the outside against Niederhai. But Niederhai finds a way past the middle blocker with that off-speed swing. Keeps the 5-point lead. Solder again in the center. Rosic is the target Juba from way downtown. And always difficult to find a play from 4 or 5 meters off the net. It does take the block a little bit out of the game. Blockers will stay down and try and let the defense do the work there. Solder, very good adaptation to get behind the ball and get that first pass in. High over the top, but out of play. The match moving into the middle. Soldu playing position 6. Rosic with the serve. Fantastic from Hungary with the first pass is on the absolute money. Then the setter can spread the play to the outside. No block to the line. It's absolute perfection there from Hungary, who look just to keep their play stable towards the back end of set number 2. Big high serve, fast off the top of the match. Another ace for Hungary from 5-5. They've taken their serving up a notch, and it's Molina now again had a good run of serves in the opening set. Soldu the target. Rimic in a little bit of a joust here, but once again comes down Croatia's side. Jolic is doing absolutely everything to give energy to his side at the moment. Those has been a tough run for them. But that's because of the good service pressure. Again to position 1. Rosic off the net this time. A wrist away swing from Hrgotic. And it's good enough. The change of direction is a very strong one over the top of the block. And it just makes the very, very impressive Stanko have to reach for that ball. And it's just out of reach this time. Rosic again doing a fine job at position 1. This is better from Croatia. Chance to go back to position 2. And it's a strong left arm from Niederhai. Niederhai back to serve next. Pablo Niederhai looking to follow in the footsteps of Milner and Stanko. They both served with real aggression. Rosic under pressure. Well kept up from Drobiakovic in the middle. Better from Croatia. Drobiakovic, first of all, has to make the play to turn and just one-arm stab to keep that ball alive, and then in turn manages to just spread that play to the outside. Jeeva's there this time. And all of a sudden, Croatia started to get a little bit of wind in their sails. And for the first time you feel in this match, Hungary could be feeling a little bit of the pressure. Rematch again. Deep and high to the baseline. Much, much better for Croatia. They're starting to push away here. But they're still 5 behind. So go to the outside. There's some good rallying from both sides. Stanko back on the front court. That's dangerous for Croatia. She's been very, very effective. Has to adjust to this one though. And the ball's a little bit inside. And that means that Stanko loses her physicality and her height and plays into the net. The Hungary have to call their first timeout of this match. Fantastic run of serves from Croatia. Match. Get us back underway here in set number 2. Her team trailing. Incredible adjustments. And you have to say, Uwe Shipos there does quite the fabulous job of going one way and then the other. In those 50-50 plays, the overpass, the Jows trying to find the sideline, trying to change the direction of the ball. Good timeout for Hungary. And this time, the ball's off the air. Only just, it was the right play, looking to try and smuggle the line from Soldu. Kovac. Show the ball on a rematch. Blocking. Stanko sees that one very early. And just takes it away. Good aggression once more. No matter where she's playing. Stanko, she's all over it. Aggressive on the net. Aggressive from the baseline. Kovac with the high serve to position 5. In trouble again here with that first pass. Stanko fast and through the block this time. Oh, it's been given against her. It's a fantastic set. It really is. Definer Rosic out of position 4. Had to go the whole width of the court, but it was high, it was wide. And they're still in touch here. Driblakovic. Fantastic side, but Mona adjusts incredibly well to get behind that ball. Second time of asking. Sneak attack. Juba seems to be in the middle of everything that Croatia are doing well here. Driblakovic. Rosic on the outside. He serves right into the block though. Very calm and then gets back about her business. Selagi. Only change from the first set for Hungary. Big underarm center matches there. Oh, Juba off the hands. Smart. We've seen some good creativity from Juba. We know that she's got a cannon of an arm, but she can also change the speed of the play and go high and go off the hands when needed. Soda with the block off the serve. Not quite enough though for Croatia. And the problem here is, yes, they're set point down. They call the timeout set point down. Late timeout from Jolic, but they just have 3 or 4 outstanding servers, Hungary, and that's enough to constantly keep asking the question and putting Croatia under pressure. Back on the way, no surprise at Juba. Gets delivered the ball again, and when it's high and wide, she really is effective out there. They need a minor miracle here. Need to try and serve Hungary off the court. It's a good start. Stanko on the front court. She's been shot down. Have a little look to the setter and says maybe that's a bit inside. Right into the block. Couldn't hit high. Could only get into the angle. And Rosic was there. Third set for Hungary. And there you go. Out the back from Juba. Hungary take a 2-0 lead, taking the second set 25-19. Again, you can catch live commentary updates from all 3 courts on the Para Volley Europe website. Constantine on there all day, all night, bringing you updates from this competition. In the men's pool play, Hungary versus Latvia, 11:30 Slovenia, Lithuania, 3:30 Ukraine, Turkey, 3:35 Croatia, Poland, 4 o'clock Serbia, Germany, 5:45 Italy, Bosnia. Will they make it title number 11 this week? That's the question. And the women's pool play, we're underway with the first 2 games of the day. France, Poland on the court to the left of this main camera here in Caorle. But then we have a feast of action with Ukraine, Great Britain, 11:45, Germany, Turkey at 12 o'clock, France versus Slovenia at 6:15, and Hungary, Italy at 7 p.m. I'll be back with you for Hungary, Italy later on in the women's competition and 2 men's games in between as well. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with you. This absolutely outstanding European Championships. Step number 3 with Hungary looking for the clean sweep here over Croatia. We feel that Croatia played incredibly well in fits and spurts, but they've made a couple of changes. Maria Uskog, number 23, one of those, coming in currently at position 2, looking to make some blocks, and also Romana Bull at position 5. First block goes Hungary's way, who again unchanged at the moment. Nibahai, Stanko, Silgahi starts again. Shipos in the middle at the moment, and Kovac. So for the coaching team of Hungary, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Victoria Workman, quite ably assisted by Kata Kolonperi on the bench for Hungary, doing a great job in this one. Vilagi is playing good defense. Barking instructions, Jolic, isn't he? Trying everything he can to fire up the furnace and try and get a tune out of his team at the moment. First serve of the game for Uskok. It's a good serve as well that leads to a block. Powerful serve, deep to position 5. Again, the ball's fast off the hands and right towards the block of Rosic. Mona fires one in. Stanko goes away from the body, but Croatia have been penalised with a net touch. Again, Jolic is there the time, but Kovac is back to serve. And this is going to be the problematic time because Shipos, Stanko and Nibahai Mona as well, all having testing serves. As one of the Hungarian coaches just walks past us holding an ice bag, which is never ideal. Kovac. Oh, what a serve! Unretrievable, the cross-body spinner towards the sideline. Rosic having to really reach for that one, but the turn on the ball too much. Now straight down the middle. Rosic with a chance to attack, but that's again right into the hands. Eljabet Saragi. Quick hands, powerful hands. 7-2. This is a fast one. They've come out the blocks flying here. It's a really good adjustment from the number 10 in position 5. Just seeing that ball's coming over in the second ball, adjusting to the line. Good read. Big serve from Rosic with 2 blocks in a row. Saragi once again, the left hand doing the damage. Shibos. And once more, it's the serving that's causing the problems here. Another ace from the Hungarian number 9. Uda Shibos on a rich vein of form even from the service line. Means that Croatia call a timeout. 7 points behind Hungary. You have to give it to them, have been uber impressive early on. Shibos getting a lot of love from her teammates in the timeout on the side at the moment. Timeout called to try and disrupt the service run from Iva Shibos. It's another good serve to the line. All at sea here, Stanko. Easy money for Stanko. Serve straight down the line, putting the pressure on the passing unit. 4 in a row, I make that from Shibos. Straight down the middle this time. Communications going a little bit here. Hungary running away and looking towards a 3-0 victory. Shibos with yet another serve. The beauty of what she's doing at the moment is there's lots of variations to the serve. Shibos here. Serves one to the line, one through position 6. It's another ace. It's a brilliant spell of serving from Iva Shibos. There's pulled Hungary away into an 11-point lead. And they are now within touching distance of their second victory here in Caorle at the European Championships for 2023. has a second timeout, managed to disrupt the rhythm of the Hungarian server. Shipos, electrifying run of serves. Nothing that Croatia can do can upset the rhythm of Viva Shipos. Straight through the middle again, and now it's another block. A third block in this set. Sileagi once again proving to be a force when it comes to the blocking phase of this sport. Over the top, the high play. Viva Shipos is a winner, has to serve and then make a move into position one to play defense. And once she's got there, it's going to be very difficult to move back again. So smart play, but they're looking very defeated at the moment, Croatia, as they look to dig their heels in. High play. Much better. Juba's on the front court, making blocks on Stanko. First pass has just gone slightly astray here. Stanko. Just like we've seen in sets 1 and 2, Stanko just seems to go back and points on the board for her side. Straight down the guts once more. Out of rhythm play. Ball manages to keep the ball alive, but now they're having to play more defense. Kovac gets caught high. It's another rare moment of joy for Croatia here in the third. Romana ball. Next to serve as Latvia look comfortable against Hungary in the men's game. Match point 24-18. Fantastic setting. Molnar goes with the reverse set. Executions on the absolute money. Just sits it up. Has time to hang. And then Nibahai does the rest. Block of the serve from the substitute's block. Hungary still just 6 points away from the clean sweep. Stanko the target. Mona again making some really good moves to stay behind the ball. Keeping height on the set. And Nibahai in the middle. Another force to be reckoned with here is substitution time for Hungary. Looks as if Hanaka Hodak is coming in for Nibahai, who's had a fabulous game and received a round of applause from her team on the way out. Hodak comes straight into that right side blocker position at position 2. Molnar's going to serve, and we know that the lefty has a great serve, but unfortunately everyone makes a mistake sometime. Sileagi, Stanko, Molnar in the pass then for Hungary. Miss serve from Jiba takes Hungary 4 away from that second win, which surely sees them through 2 wins from 3. Croatia and Turkey will play off for that 4th spot later on in what will be a game where something has to give. Both teams have had a victory so far in the European Sitting Volleyball Championship. Okay, Croatia. Uskok off the benches. Certainly provided some stability. Mona with the ball in. Outside to Stanko. We've seen Power. Now we see her in a situation where Power's not really an option. She's falling back on the ball. Therefore has to go with the volley, and she goes with the volley short. In turn, that's plenty good enough to test the defense of Croatia. Kovac. Position 1. Off the net this time. 2 away now then. For Hungary is Poland are beating France at the moment. 17-5 in the third. Kovac passes off. Kovac having to take that first pass. Out the back this time from Hungary. Some good rallying there from both sides. Losic. Stanko with a tip. Oh, leaving the floor. Jodnakovic this time. And now it's match point for Hungary here to take their second win in Group A. And right on cue, it's been one of the key players. Oh, hang on a moment. Looked as if there might have been a net touch. It was a net touch against Croatia there, and that seals it. Hungary have won on a misserve due to a net touch. Either Stanko, a great performance from her, but also in the final set, Eva Shipos providing the goods from the baseline. Hungary take their second victory of this European Championships. They've done it comfortably here, 25-14, 25-19, 25-11 against Croatia. And we'll see Hungary back a little bit later on today against the hosts and undefeated Italians. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back with more action. Remember, we have all 3 courts streamed for you here from the European Sitting Volleyball Championships and a live text blog as well on playervolley.eu. My name's Louis Lett. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be back with